socialites. It's your girl, Social Chrissy. And what's your name?
Let me see that, and I am 5.
Are you 5 or are you?
5.
You're 6.
Let me see that I am 6.
There you go.
I see that I am 5.
Anywho, my name is Social Chrissy and this is my daughter Eden, and as you've seen in the title of the video, this is her 6-year update. I get a lot of questions on Instagram about my daughter's diagnosis, but she is on the spectrum and what that meant. I've got a few questions about how it started and see this video and also see the growth in real time, and also I get to see the journey because YouTube is a permanent space for videos. So as you heard, her name is Eden. I am her mom, Christina. They call me Social Chrissy. And she is 6. She turned 6 July 15. She was born in 2016. So she is 6. Y'all don't even understand. How did you know that Eden was autistic? Hey, you want to go play in your room?
School room?
Yeah, you got school in 1 more week.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A part of videos, especially videos that include her. As you can see, she wants to be a part of that video right there. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. All right, so one of the questions is, how did you know that Eden was autistic? And the way that I knew that my daughter was autistic was about 18 months, Eden was not showing any of the signs of a neurological kids, meaning she wasn't babbling, she wasn't playing with toys appropriately, she wasn't doing imaginary play. There's also some other indicators. For a while we thought she was deaf because she wouldn't answer to her name. Diagnosed at 20 months, it was kind of like, all right, let's get into it, let's figure out what we need to do to be an advocate for my daughter. So it wasn't more of like a woe is me situation. So I do feel like I had a leg up on that, more just like, how is Eden doing? So if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you'll see like literally stories are like our thing. And so if you ever have any questions, please feel free to DM me or comment below. I'll answer all of them because to the best of my ability. Again, my daughter, autism is a spectrum, meaning a spectrum. It is not linear. There's no beginning, no end. No, it is a spectrum. I don't have all the answers. Thank you, E. Wait, I've seen Eden grow a lot in her communication. I know a lot has to do with you. Do you think homeschool helped or hindered? So also another part of this journey is that we had to homeschool the last year. We didn't have to, I chose to homeschool. Once we moved to Detroit, I chose to homeschool, and I will say that because I'm very much a planning out, again, if you follow me on Instagram, planning out her schedules and what that looked like. I truly believe homeschool worked because I also was very, very diligent in what Eden did. So most of you may know. If you're not, you don't know because you don't follow me on Instagram, again, do that. Eden and I ride bikes every single day. I tried to do 10 miles a day throughout the whole summer, but even before that, in the spring, we rode bikes and we go to a museum or some kind of educational every day. I made sure that I set up play dates with our friends at least twice a week. I made sure that we were doing traveling homeschooling. Yes, traveling homeschooling, where we would learn something Monday through Wednesday and then we would travel Thursday through Saturday, or vice versa. We would learn something the weekend before and then travel on Monday through Wednesday. That was something really, really big. And I'm really just, I'm making YouTube videos. I'm really just a social person, hence my name is Social Chrissy. And so when I would go to parks, I would meet different people and then I would bring them into our friend group. I want Eden to create a system of, like, you know, childhood friends, because I feel like the people who are impact and legacy leaders have childhood friends. They know what value friendships are, and I feel like that was very. Also with autism, I saw when it came to potty training that Eden did really, really well when she was with neurological kids. Atypical kids, and she learned so much because what they're doing, she wanted to do it too. So it might have taken her a little bit longer in some cases it didn't. She wanted to learn, so that's really great. But I think that homeschool essentially helped us, did not hinder us. If you had to do a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to autism, how stressful is it? I'm gonna say for me, because again, schooling, because of I knew what I was getting into, and also just a very much advocate, and I was also in the space when I had Eden of just finding more about myself. So I would say a 4, but again, we're all different as parents, as fathers, as mothers, as aunts, whatever it is your title is to that child that is on the spectrum. We're just different. We're just not the same. To be like, this is how you should, nope, We're all different. The spectrum is different. You could have a child that is very aggressive. My child is not aggressive. Eden doesn't have the tendencies to hit me or anything like that. She also is on a different aspect of the scale. There, like, again, it's a spectrum. Okay, so I would say a 4 for me. What is one tip that you would give to a mom who just found out their child is on the spectrum? The number one tip that I would give is respect the emotions that you're going through. It is okay if you are sad, if you are disappointed. That doesn't make you less than, that doesn't make you a bad parent. Sometimes news affects us in ways that we don't necessarily have control over. It is how you act and react after and towards your child that is the ultimate game changer. Again, it is okay. You might want to cry. You might want to drop baby off to grandma for a day because you don't know how to process it. But after you accept it and process it, it may take weeks. That's fine. Whenever your time is to process it, throughout the processing time and throughout that child's life, never treat them different. They may be different, but do not treat them different. Because at the end of the day, what makes you different makes you the most beautiful thing anyone has ever seen. We're all different. But again, accept the emotion, proceed, process, but never, ever, ever, ever treat that child different. Game changer. My life with her, spectrum, not spectrum, because we don't roll in life like my daughter on the spectrum. I do this differently. No, we go everywhere. I am not stopping our life because of a diagnosis. Let's get to it. What is the biggest misconception of autism? So the biggest misconception that it has a look. I don't know what you're supposed to look like. Second would be a misconception is once one thing changes. So for Eden, she was nonverbal until 4. Now that she talks, people are like, oh my God, now she's cured. Did y'all hear that laugh? Exactly. No. But those are like the two that I was just like, what? The greatest change that you've seen in Eden. The greatest change you've seen in Eden. I would say probably the first time she said my name. Again, so many parents, that's like a no-brainer, right, to a lot of parents. But I think a lot of parents don't think about, like, there's parents out there who have kids that are deaf that'll never really fully hear them say their parent's name, or blind, or maybe they're just never gonna talk. So when Eden said my name and then she started to have like communicative aspects, she isn't 100% there, not even like 50% there when it comes to like conversational. But the fact that, well, Eden, how are you? What do you want to do? And she can respond was like, I think I was like emotional for like probably like a month. How do I feel about Eden going to school? I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I feel disrespected. I feel like it is worse than my divorce. I feel like it legit is so irking because I changed my whole business module to homeschool Eden, and I really grew to love it. I actually wanted to make it a business, and then about 4 months ago, which we're currently in August, Eden said that she didn't want to play with mommy anymore. She wanted to play with her friends, and when I asked her what that meant, she was very clear. She says, I would like to go to school, mommy. I don't want to do this anymore. So that also made me excited that she was able to vocalize and tell me like what she wanted, but it also was like a backhanded slap, a divorce, a breakup that I didn't see coming. I thought we was going to Bali, meaning like I thought we were going to grow this, but no, sis said Eden is pretty bomb. She's pretty sweet. We don't have too many issues, and there's been things where I'm just like, you're kidding me. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't ask for another child. I wouldn't ask for another situation. I wouldn't ask for anything. Eden is perfect for me. We are two peas in a pod? Birds are not in a pod, right? Peas in a pod. That sounds right. 2 peas in a pod, and every day is a learning experience, but I like it. It's a learning experience that I enjoy. My daughter has taught me some things that I never thought. Patience. Whoa, baby. If you knew me before Eden, you knew my patience was just, especially because I'm an Aries. But also patience. She's taught me what emotion of love feels like, what it looks like, and how I can reciprocate it to her, as well as being able to be better at receiving it. She's also taught me keep playing with me, sucker, you gonna get it. More or less, it's just like when I advocate for her, speaking up, not taking the first response, not taking the first answer, which all of these things I've learned and I've used in my actual business. So those are just a few of the questions. If you, again, have any personal questions where you know you want to ask me, please answer the question below. Put it in the comment section below. Again, I can't answer all the questions because autism is a spectrum. So that is the video. That is her 6-year update. But guess what? My baby didn't talk a year ago, 2 years ago. So, okay. It's your girl, Social Chrissy and Eden, back with a 6-year update of my autistic child and how we're living. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with someone that you feel that this would be valuable to. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. It's all things lifestyle, Detroit, autism, entrepreneurship, and creativity. Peace.